Let's see what you got, Toothless. Oh, that's impressive, little guy. It kind of looks a little bit like a manatee, right, Gronkle?
What? A manatee? Are you crazy?
Well, greetings everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I will be your toy commander here on Planet Zizzle. Alright, so before we get on to today's cool review, let me tell you guys an interesting fact about the universe. Ooh. Have you guys ever heard of the phrase, time is an illusion? Well, it's actually correct, because time is not linear. It's actually simultaneous. Yeah, that's right. Everything is happening at the same time. Past, present, and future. They're all happening right now. And past lives are actually parallel lives because time is a man-made 3D construct. And in higher dimensions, there is no such thing as time because we experience everything happening simultaneously in the now as one. Alright guys, so we are back with another How to Train Your Dragon video. So this movie comes out June 13th, I believe. I'm super excited for this movie because it's a real live action movie. It's not a Pixar, it's not a cartoon, and I love dragons, so I think it's gonna be a super cool movie. So it's called The World of Berk, Book of Dragons. Now, there are 10 dragons to collect, that says on the side right here. 10 cool looking, colorful dragons to collect, and I believe you have to put them together as you open these boxes. Now, there were only 6 left on the shelf, so I couldn't get the full 12. I got 6, so hopefully, we can do pretty good and not get too many duplicates. Each box is $3.99 a piece, and these are volume 1, and they come in these, looks like a little book. It's pretty cool. That's the catch with a blind box. You don't know what you're gonna get. So let's go ahead and take them over to the Planet Zizzle unboxing table and start uncovering some cool dragons. Alright guys, here we are at the Planet Zizzle unboxing table. Say hello to our big plushy Toothless right here. Of course, he's the main dragon in the movie. Look at those big green eyes. Alright, Toothless, let's see if he can shoot some fire. Go ahead, let's see what you got, Toothless. Oh, that's impressive, little guy. Let's open up the first one. Alright, so yeah, the world of Berk. So according to what Berk is a small island that Hiccup states is 12 days north of hopelessness and a few degrees south of freezing to death. So I don't believe it's a actual real place. Right here on the side, it shows how to construct or put together this dragon. So this doesn't indicate what's in here. They're all the same. All right, let's get the first one open. Now there is a tear strip on this somewhere. It says on the side right here. All right, so here we go on the first World of Berk. Let's see what's on this side. That must be the World of Berk, maybe? I don't know. And then right here on the back it says Monstrous Nightmare, Attack 15, Speed 16, Armor 12, and Firepower 15. All right, and let's see what's inside here. We have our first dragon. All right, and we have a little stand right here to put them on too. Let me take off this. That doesn't belong on there. So if you can see, guys, right here on the box, that's what we need to do. It looks like we have a little setup here. So this gets opened like this, and then we're gonna take this backdrop right here in this little stand like this. This is cool. And then let's put together our dragon. All right, so here I believe it is put in correctly like this, and there's your dragon. Now each socket has a specific shape, so that's how you can tell where the parts go, and then you just stick this right in like that, and then your dragon will sit there with the backdrop like that. Pretty cool, and you can spin it around whatever which way you want to turn your dragon. So according to the picture, we have to just move these wings down a little bit like that. I think that looks better. Let's see. There we go. All right, that's our first dragon. All right, let's get on to the next book here. Let's see, let's try this tear strip again. They've been a little bit difficult. Sometimes they just don't work correctly, but we'll give this one a shot. Here we go. Nice clean break there on that one. Let's see what we get for our second dragon. Deadly Natter. So the attack on Deadly Natter is 10. The speed is, I think that says, what, 8? And armor is 16. And firepower, 18. All right. Let's take Deadly Natter out. We can put that one together. Ooh, nice and colorful on this one. Check out the wings. Transparent. So let's put the backdrop. Now the backdrops, I believe, are all the same, obviously. So they all have that, you know, the rocks with the sun and the water. Let's put Deadly Natter together. Look at that. So cool. All right, so here's a look at Deadly Natter all put together. Check out those speckled wings right there in the front. You can see some details right on the face there. You can see the eyes. There's even a nostril painted, and it's like a translucent blue. Let's put him on a stand. And there's 2 so far. All right, let's get to the third one. Let's put these 2 right here. Let's go to number 3. Book number 3, Book of Dragons. Well, these tear strips are working very well today. Again, we have the same backdrop. I wish they would have maybe, you know, switched up these backdrops a little bit. We have Gronkle, attack an 8, speed 8, armor 20, firepower 14. So we have some pretty high firepower and armor, but he's not very fast, and his attack is kind of slow. All right, let's take out Gronkle. So far, 3 for 3. Come on out. Ah, it's a little bit tough. You have to maybe get your finger in there and release the book. There we go. Let's set this up. Gronkle was easy to put together. Look at that. He's a little stubby dragon with little wings. Doesn't look like he could fly because he's so heavy and his wings are so small, but he kind of looks a little bit like a manatee, right, Gronkle?
What? A manatee? Are you crazy?
Anyways, let's put Gronkle right there. And there are the 3. I really like these. These are kind of cool to put on your bureau or shelf to collect. All right, so here we go. Number 4 out of 10. Who would you want to get? Let's see what looks pretty cool. So far we get some of the really cool ones, but this purple one looks pretty awesome. Maybe we can get the purple one. Oh, what's this? Night Fury. Now, Night Fury's card looks a lot different because it's got so many different categories here. So it has attack 15, speed 20, armor 18, firepower 14, shot limit 6, venom 0, strength 6, and stealth 18. Night Fury, toothless, of course. All right. The star of the movie. All right, there's Night Fury. Pretty easy to put together. Let's see, it stands up on its own. Let's give him the backdrop. So far, so good. We got 4 unique different dragons here today. Let's line up the 4th one right there. Make sure we get room for our next 2. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. We have Night Fury. But let's open it up anyways and see what the rest looks like. Oh, cool. All right, so we're doing pretty good here. 5 for 5. Let's check out Night Fury's stats. Attack 15, Speed 20, Armor 18, and Firepower 14. All right, let's put it together. Let's get the tail first. Yeah, this one seems to be giving me some trouble here on the front legs. Let's see. All right, there we go. Let's get these wings on real quick. Make sure these ball joints are popped in all the way or else they'll fall out. All right, there we go. And we'll pop this in like that. And there's a closer look at Night Fury. We'll put him on his stand. And here is the last box, or I should say, you know, book. And you ready for the reveal? Ah, Deadly Natter. We already got that one. Oh, man. That is right here, this one. So, no need to open it, but let's check anyways. Yeah, Deadly Natter. Ah, we got 5 out of 6, not bad. Let's a closer look at all of our dragons. All right. So there are 5 here. That means we got half of the collection, and there are 5 more to get. Perhaps, maybe we'll get some more. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video with the How to Train Your Dragon World of Berk Book of Dragons with the 10 different dragons to collect, right? And also this was Volume 1. So don't forget to share this video with your friends, smash that like button, and come back to Planet Zizzle to keep the missions going. This is your Toy Commander signing off, and I'll see you guys on our next mission. It's now time for me to blast off out of here.